All right, well, welcome back. After the second period, we're at 1-1.
1-1.
University of Montana. Shots on goal, 25-21.
Yeah.
I know this broadcast comes out later, but I do like keeping up with this game since we're here.
And for those of you that are maybe watching it or can't watch it, maybe you can hear this tomorrow and get an update. Shots 25-21, as Rob said.
Yeah.
I may sound like a homer, but I would tell you that it's really not as close as the shots would indicate. I think we're dominating. I think a lot of their shots came from bad angles, thrown on the net, things like that, which technically count as a shot on goal. I think ours were probably 25 of the shots, and a vast majority of them real good, high-quality shots, scoring opportunities, whereas they had a lot of dump in the net kind of shots.
I agree. And Kelly handles them. When I watch how he handles the rebounds and gets them out of there, and our defense is very patient. We support the puck. They're doing a great job. And
we have great goalies. I will say, because Chelly's playing right now, to watch his glove hand is pretty amazing, right? And as a defenseman on myself, when you see the confidence that your goalie has in his glove hand, the minute he catches that puck, you can then turn your focus away from what he's doing. You know he's got the puck and focus on the guy that's in front of you that you're supposed to take, which is a big difference, right? Anybody that's got a shaky glove hand or maybe he's not sure what to do, the little thing that Chelly does is he grabs it, he brings it in close, and then you're confident that he's holding on to it.
Well, speaking of playing defense, I played forward and D, probably have too. When you have a goalie like that, this team blocks shots.
They do.
Coach, I talked to him last night. I told him, our guys are not flamingoing.
No.
They are blocking shots.
They are.
And as a shooter, it frustrates you because you better get it right or else it's going the other way quick.
Yeah.
What do you think about what goalies? Do they want players blocking shots or do they want you just to clear them out?
Well, that's a great
At this level.
Yeah.
Now, at men's level, I'm the hell out of there. I'm flamingoing. I don't need any more pucks on ankles anymore. I've done that, right?
You done with that?
Now, if it is a men's final and you're playing for beers, I will be blocking shots.
I think the goalies appreciate it because coaches, there's something about a block shot, and if you just listen to the bench, a block shot gets these guys going.
Yeah.
And the goalie as well. Now, there is that subtlety of you all of a sudden block shots, and if you are doing the flamingo, for those of you who don't know, maybe look up some old Rob Pittman men's league highlights. Come on. Then all of a sudden you're just then you're in his way, right? But no, I think it motivates the guys to see a good block shot.
So here's how my rule always was: if I'm in closer to the shooter, I want it to hit my body.
Yeah.
When I'm away from the shooter and I'm down by the net inside the kitchen, I'm clearing them out.
Yeah, because then you're just a bad tip.
But what I never want to do is try to block it with my stick.
Yeah.
I can do some good block shots with the stick, but I can also put the puck in the net myself. And I never want to do that. So I'm always trying to take the body, let it hit me here, hit it my legs, and that's what I see our guys doing. I don't see them playing and trying to knock it down with their sticks.
Yeah.
That's something goalies don't want to see.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So we're out 1-1. We're blocking shots. The momentum is going our way. Going into third, I would say as a coach, they're playing on their fourth game. The last period, that team is going to be tired.
And they don't have a deep bench. If you notice, they're running.
See that.
They're running 3 lines and 5 deep. That's what they're running. And in 4 games in 4 days, to your point, playing on a big ice surface, it's going to get them tired.
Yeah.
So we just got to keep pushing.
And so, and our guys were well fed. I mean, we had our team. We had the nice team dinner last night.
We did.
Thanks to Robb and Jacqueline.
Thanks to the Winklemans. Yeah, we did. Great night.
Yeah, I'll try to post some pictures because when we get to see the team like that together, the coaches appreciate it. And I told them, look at the fine thing they're doing with the kids. These players are all friends.
Yeah, they are.
And we get them in for dinner. I get to meet the parents. It's how you and I got to meet. Got to meet more of the parents.
Correct.
And so I will tell you, I get a little worried last night. I was fortunate to get to see the Umanas.
Yes.
Who are in from Boston.
Yeah.
And I said, are you a Umi or a Lumi? And she looked at me and I thought, oh, crap. I'm talking to a Boston family. I need to better explain myself.
Yeah.
I don't need to get taken down by Miss Umina. No, what a great bunch. And they enjoyed, I love meeting them.
Yeah.
They had 2 families because there's cousins on the team.
Correct.
And so having them all the way in was wonderful. I know you come in from Ohio. I come up from Texas. We have
Fene's come in from Miami.
He comes here all the time.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And
he laid out his weekend plans and how he skis. It's impressive. It's mighty impressive.
Yeah.
Down to the layover in Dallas so he can hit his favorite restaurant. That's impressive.
Right. Yeah. And then we have Turner's coming in from Seattle. We got some California families. This is a team with families from all over.
Yeah.
And I think if you're ever looking at this program like you and I did, that says a lot.
Agreed.
Because one of the things you mentioned in the first, the mountains, what a great recruiting. Yeah. You know, when these kids are not playing hockey and they get to go up on the mountain. And I said to the coach one year, I said, do you let your players go on the mountain? He goes, what are you kidding? I go up there on the mountain too. You know, this is ACHA D2, and they love coming to the U.
They do.
Because the outside of campus, they go up on the hill.
Yeah,
now,
they do.
Your sons grew up playing, skiing.
Yes.
And the backflips, and I've warned you, I don't want to see Reed trying any backflips, right? But he didn't learn that in Ohio. But your kid's so athletic, and it's fun to watch. There's a few other kids that can do some tricks, and I like watching it on the video.
Last year when Andre was sending me videos and it was during the season, I'm like, maybe not share those videos with coach, or maybe don't let AJ, the GM, see the videos of the backflips because it's mid-season. But no, the coaches are great about that. They know that these kids, I mean, if you remember last year, the kids had the West Coast trip, and half a dozen of them took the bus. They asked the coach. Coach said, yeah, go ahead, take the bus. They went down to Huntington Beach, California. They surfed for a couple of hours, came back and played a great game that night.
And Reed, even during the summer, went and visited some friends in California for his first time, did some surfing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, of course, and then here also in Salt Lake, keeping in with the same theme, he stayed here this summer, loved it. Got to do some surfing on the lake, thanks to Googlers.
Yeah.
And what a great family they are. And so we have a couple of Salt Lake families here.
We do.
And they're fantastic to have them here.
Yeah.
We have some outside. So if you're ever looking at this program, and I think later we can post some ways.
For sure.
Because we got tryouts in March. And that was another thing that was different than this program and others, is they have tryouts early.
And
one of the things they want is these students need to already be accepted to the university. They don't want to see tryouts for kids that are just looking around.
Yep.
And so my son Reed came in. He was already accepted to the U.
Same with us.
He got selected on the team. But some of these other schools, you go to school and they do tryouts in September.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks later they're playing. This organization has it correct.
Agreed.
They just do it right. And so we can post that later. And so on that. And then we got fine merch.
Oh, sure.
I love, this is an old, because now we're part of a different conference. That's an old one.
Yeah.
But like we're wearing the jackets, we got hats,
flags.
You can go onto the website and support the team. It is stylish. Look at there.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, this has been a lot of fun. The kids enjoy it.
Yeah.
Meet the parents. And if you're looking at this and the parent that loves hockey, this is strong because our M1 team, the men's 1D1, they're off this weekend. There's something to talk about because I think they're ranked either 5th or 7th.
I was just going to say it's 5 or 7. Yeah.
They're strong to watch.
They are.
The women's team is fun to watch. And so this is a program, unlike other schools that have 3 hockey programs. This is not a school that's looking to cut budget and try to get rid of a program. These programs matter. You know, they come here and matter. And so whether your daughter or your son, we've got programs here for them, and it's impressive. And if you ever go onto YouTube and watch the broadcast, the Utah broadcast team is really impressive. And
they know their stuff.
They do. A lot of the students that are volunteers and are posting on YouTube. And when I watch us at other rinks, I just will tell you, like a homer, their broadcast is not as good as the Utah broadcast. And these kids are having the ball. They've got some expensive equipment being part of Utah broadcast.
And I do want to say one point about what Rob was saying earlier about the family aspect of this. You really saw it last night, right? And so kudos to those of you that are parents listening whose sons play on this team. It speaks to these kids are just great kids. And I think all of us parents were so busy last night complimenting each other on how well behaved and what nice men all of our other sons, all of our other, the others' sons are, that I mean, I know everybody says a team is a team and it formulates a team no matter where you are, what team you play for, but this truly is a family.
I like meeting all the other players.
Yeah.
And I like chirping some of the kids. You know how
of course you do.
Well, I mean, we're out of the locker room, but it is fun banter. And but one of the things they have is like an order on this team.
Yes.
The freshmen, they come off the bus last.
Yes.
The freshmen, when they went through the dinner last night, they got their dinner last.
Yes.
The vets, They got the better seats on the bus. They go through first, and that is just part of that order. And our sons went
all out
through
of respect. Yes,
out of respect, and I think them having that order, but the vets make those freshmen, the new kids, feel at home.
Yeah,
they don't.
Agreed.
There is no hazing.
No,
there is no disrespect to the freshmen.
No,
and they're playing.
Yeah,
and they're out here and Reed was treated that way. Andre was treated that way. Hey, welcome to the team, but you gotta still understand the order.
When I asked Andre about any of that kind of stuff, like what are they making the freshmen do, anything weird, he goes, "No, we carry the water bottles." Same thing you just said about the seats on the bus and stuff, but we carry the water bottles. We have to move pucks, we have to do stuff like that.
And so when I was playing, we had that order. We used to have to carry bags.
Oh, sure.
For the vets onto the bus. But the one that I want to listen to is your dad. He came into, so for who doesn't know, your last name being Lacroix might be very popular because your dad played many years. How many years in NHL?
14 years in NHL.
Those are the stories I'd like to get him on. Can we get him?
Oh, absolutely. We might not get him to stop. He'll just keep talking. He'll just keep talking.
We have to learn how to do the beep?
No, he's good with that.
All right.
He's got an on-off switch on his own, so he's good.
I would like to talk to him, and we can get to do that. We have some other people here, part of the program I'd like to interview at some point.
For sure, for sure.
So right now we're looking for who's going to be the player of the game.
Yeah.
Because we're tied 1-1.
Tied 1-1. Right now you've got Max Fenny with a beautiful goal.
Top shelf.
Right, top shelf. The play that I liked in the second period that stood out to me was when Aiden Umina, who's a forward, back check. They had a 3-on-2, and his back check came all the way back to where they centered a pass in the slot. He just did a nice little lift of the stick, and that wouldn't have happened if he didn't hustle. So the goal by Fenny was nice. That back check by Aiden Umina sticks out to me. But everybody's playing well.
And along with that, our penalties from last year to this year look to me to be down. I'm not looking at a stat sheet. The other thing, I'm always surprised when we have an offside. I've seen us before have too many offsides. We're very clean on the entry, and we're not going on the offsides.
Yes, agreed.
Even though Garrett Jackson had all by himself right there. I don't know what you were doing, Jackson, but he did an offside on his own. So we'll let the team.
That was interesting. That was an interesting one. I don't think I've seen that one even in Utah.
Because on this podcast here, we have the broadcast and they can do the game. Yeah. But I'd like to also throw some things out there as we know these guys. Yeah. And call it out because of that.
And maybe we can graduate to where we can actually do this broadcast live in between periods, so that those of you that are watching it can listen to us two knuckleheads live too.
Yeah, you're asking me to learn how to do that, and I've done a little bit. Yeah, and we do have a live feature on here. So with that, let's hear the buzzer.
The buzzer. Going to the period 3. Thanks, everybody.